The results from my survey lead me to believe that I must be aware of my privilege and my associated bias, because I know that these things will consequently affect my teaching and my beliefs about literacy development. School was always easy for me. Understanding that that will not be the reality for the majority of my students will drastically alter how I teach. Cultural diversity is a high priority for me. As a teacher, especially knowing that my classroom will be full of diverse students, it has to be. Growing up with a true deficiency of diversity has allowed me to be highly aware when diversity is present. However, unfortunately, I'm not usually very cognizant when there is a lack of diversity. Knowing this about myself has caused me to strongly desire to put forth an intentional effort to bring diversity into my classroom and to celebrate it. I believe these survey questions would be answered very differently by people of differing backgrounds from my own. I understand that I had a highly privileged life when it comes to some. I did not face discrimination because of my race or religion. In fact, I was often celebrated for those things. People who do not share those same traits with me, I'm sure have faced discrimination on more than one occasion in their life. It's a sad reality. The elements of this survey are components that should make up a safe learning environment. It is up to me as a teacher to create that environment so that my students come to school every day feeling safe and comfortable in their own skin with their own voice and beliefs. Students who do not feel safe are not going to be engaged in the instruction and therefore will be less likely to learn the content as in-depth as they need to succeed. According to the GCU website, dispositions are the values, commitments, and professional ethics that influence behaviors towards students, families, colleagues, and communities. As a future teacher, I will use these dispositions to support culturally responsive instruction in my classroom and address the needs of ELLs. I will accomplish this by making sure each and every one of my students feels loved, accepted, and safe within the walls of my classroom. Diversity will not only be acknowledged and represented, but it will be celebrated in my class. My goal is for my students to know that their differences make them special and unique. They should not make them victim to bullying or discrimination. A culturally diverse and aware and responsible classroom is the classroom that I choose.